Welcome back to another episode of Mixology Mortgages. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to talk about something called the BRRRR. So the BRRRR is a investment technique that has been used for a long time, and I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it, everything that goes into it, and why right now the market that we are in is the perfect environment to utilize this form of investment strategy. So on social media lately, I've been running an investment campaign about, how everyday people like me and you can become investors and create wealth through home equity and just purchasing real estate in general. BRRRR stands for buy, renovate, rent out, refinance, and repeat. So you can do this whole thing in a circle, man. You keep doing this as many times as you possibly can. The more rental portfolios you can get under your name, the more money you're gonna make. In our current market right now, I mean, you guys are out there, you understand what's going on. Home prices are dropping and interest rates are a little bit on the higher end. We also know from previous videos, I just recently released one talking about how we're about to enter into a recession timeframe. When a recession just means that it's an economic downturn. There's less money being put into the market, people are getting laid off. That's pretty much where we're headed if we're not there already. This is a fantastic technique for this specific market because with interest rates higher and with homes sitting longer on market, what does that mean? That means opportunity. When everybody else is not buying and the people that are, trust me, they're the ones that are going to win in the end. The biggest transfer of wealth always happens during recessionary time frames. So are you going to be one of those people that sits back and lets everybody else make a bunch of money and then be like, oh man, I wish I would have done that? Or are you going to take some action and actually get right into it? And I've got a million different tips and tools and things to show you that you can do to make sure that investing is a smart thing and that it's going to make sense for you. So right now in this market, we have homes that are sitting longer. We're seeing price reductions. This is good. This means that you have an opportunity as a home buyer, whether it's to purchase a primary home or in this particular case, an investment property. So right now I am looking right and left for any property that's kind of distressed, needs some work done to it. The goal is to buy a property. You want to buy it for under market value, less than what it's actually worth. Maybe it's a little outdated. It's in a good neighborhood, but it needs a little bit of extra work, need a little extra love. And then put some money into it. So we buy it first, and then we renovate it. If you put $50,000 into a property, a lot of times that's going to increase its value substantially. If you're thinking about being one of those guys that rents, don't. What you need to do is buy, renovate it, and rent it out. Because when it's fully renovated, you can rent it at a premium price. And right now rents are up. So you're gonna get a good deal on the rent anyway, but if it's a fully renovated property, you're gonna get an even better deal on your rent. A year later or 2 years later, however long it takes, when interest rates do come back down, your home's gonna be worth more because you renovated it. You've already got a renter in there, so you've got income flowing every month. Then you just refinance that bad boy to a lower interest rate. And you can even do that even if rates don't go down a ton, because what'll happen is your loan to value or the amount of equity that you have in that home is now going to be more, so you can refinance it and typically get a better rate and a better monthly payment. And then you've got cash flow, right? Then it's all about just renting it out, getting that renter in there, and then you do that for a long enough time until you build up enough equity. You can even pull money from that investment property to get the next 20% down payment to do it all over again. And you can just keep doing this over and over and over. That's how the millionaires make their money. They buy these investment properties, they renovate them, they rent them out, and then they do it again. So there it is, guys. We're in a perfect opportunity in this market right now. I have additional tools that I can help you if you do find a property that needs a little bit of work. We also have renovation loans. I'm pretty sure I did a video about renovation loans where you could just roll it all in together so you don't even have to cover the cost of the rehab after the fact. Be sure to check that one out. Since we're talking about BRRRR, it makes me get a little cold, so we need something to warm us up, and that's cocktail time. So this cocktail I stumbled upon is called the Natalie Portman, and I thought that was so cool because I'm a huge fan of Natalie Portman. This one came up with the drink after the movie Black Swan. So I made a few little adjustments to it, as I always do. This one's gonna be fun because we've got egg whites in here. It's a gin-based drink, but we've also got kind of a custom little mixture that I made. So I'm gonna get right into it. This drink, again, is called the Natalie Portman. It's gonna be a shaken cocktail. We're gonna start off with a little bit of the Plymouth gin. 1.5 ounces of Plymouth gin. Pour that right into a cocktail shaker. This will be a shaken cocktail. 3/4 ounces of lemon juice. We will measure this one out. I know sometimes I don't always measure the juice, but we wanna make sure we get this one right because it's all about balancing that cocktail. Now we have a nice little 3/4 ounces of lemon juice. And then we're gonna use a 1/2 ounce of this Grand Marnier orange liqueur. There's lots of different types of orange liqueurs or just triple sec. For this one, I'm gonna use the Grand Marnier. And then this is, I think I used this in the past video, this is a honey saffron syrup that I made. We don't need a ton of sweetness in this, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute. So we just need about a 1/4 ounce. Add that to the mixture. Now, we're gonna add our egg white. So this is gonna give us a nice fluffy layer of just cloud beautifulness. So we're just gonna crack a little egg white in here. Juicy egg white. Ooh. There it is. Sorry, yolk, you don't get used to that. We get our ice and shake this bad boy up. Get to shaking. All right. Get it to that glass is nice and cold. Now we're gonna strain that into our beautiful coupe glass. That egg white gives us a nice, just fluffy cloud-like layer on top. Here's where we get a little fancy. So now, this is a red wine that has a little bit of sugar added to it that's been chilling with some macerated lemons. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick the funnel in this guy and we're gonna pour this red wine into it so it kind of goes into the bottom and doesn't screw with our top layer. Just do that till the glass is full. Whoop. I've never made a cocktail like this before. This is kind of fun. And for a little added layer of depth, we're gonna take some absinthe and just spray a couple little sprays over the top there. That's cool. Then we take our Angostura bitters, make some little dashes on here. The one in the photo looked way better than mine because I don't know how to do the little dash. Let's pretty this guy up a little bit here. Okay, there we go. And there you have it, guys. Look at that. Look at the layers on that guy. It's beautiful. Hopefully this technique was useful. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. If you want any financing tips or any deep dives into your options as far as what it takes to get qualified for something like this, trust me, it's a lot easier than you think. Again, this is for the everyday investor. This is a process you can do over and over and over. So have a great rest of the day, guys, and cheers.